Hi, I usually came from my work right now. I'm not literally just half an hour ago, I would say. And I got, by the way, a new job. Yeah, new software engineering job, by the way. I just work as intern. Yeah, and but this video is not about that. I just want to share just one information. This video about about how engineers have to learn new skills, whether they used ever this kind of skill or not. In my terms, it's new programming language or new framework, etc. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. To proceed this video, I probably have to give a bit of background on my tech stack. Yeah, so we have to dive into the tech world, programming, coding world. Yeah, so basically, I am more into web development, and like me, there are a lot of tools that enables for me to dive in mobile development. That's not easier if you know, for example, JavaScript very well. You can use React Native for both new world, in my case, desktop and mobile. But I always stick to web, and I just like it. And yeah, speaking of it, well, I'm quite confident with React.js, and Next.js. Always use Next.js, and I was with the styling Tailwind, and another thing is for the backend I prefer Node.js. I would say I used most of the time it. And for example, we're using Next.js. Technically, it's built on top of Express.js, which is Node.js, and it's kind of helps you to easier build everything in one place and deploy and versatility easily with Node.js. Yeah, that's amazing, to be honest, because deployment's a bit tricky thing. And when before that, I knew that, but I never experienced, I never tried that, to separating repository to having a different backend and frontend and publishing completely different. I just thought I just have to everything in one place. No, you can do that. It's nothing wrong. You have to just URL correctly and no ports, but have to hit request, yeah, etc. So yeah, that's yeah, I just went off the topic, but that's kind of a brief background what I do. And for designing, I use Figma and other that's all. Yeah, for prototyping, that's all, and other tools to help me to build mock-up the design for my projects. Yeah, and I also use Firebase, Superbase, and everything that's easy to deploy. And to be honest, I'm not confident in AWS and other cloud platforms. Azure, I will never gonna use Azure because it's too expensive, and because in trial ends so quickly. Anyway, yes, and I can use a bit AWS, but yeah, and I know a bit container as well, how it works, but I only worked once, so I'm still not confident with that. And speaking of Nginx as well, I'm telling you, I never on my own published the whole complete full stack app on AWS on other platforms. So probably I'm gonna do using I don't remember, Elastic Cluster. I don't know, Elastic Cluster product of AWS to enable to publish in a container and to use it with yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's a brief background what I can do. And this is notice I'm not 100% confident in everything. And when I found my new job, they basically told me they use AngularJS with Ionic, and in the backend PHP Laravel. I'm like, you know what? They're getting a lot of hate, not hate, yes, kind of hate, I would say, or a good depreciation. And because to be honest, Angular, that I have already experienced with that, you have ever used in the backend MVC, even though in JavaScript you probably use also MVC pattern, which is a module, a view, and controller. It's kind of more structure for backend problem most of the time. Use it for from that. It's different from indirect in terms. It's completely different, and that's how Angular is structured. It's similar to backend. That's why it's a bit complicated to use. You have to know very well to enable to run everything. And AngularJS, it's a framework. It comes with everything, with testing, with everything what you need, with routing, everything. You don't need extra nothing. You just use it. But some people use it, as my company use it, Ionic to make the process much easier, and Ionic helps you to publish on the mobile and desktop. Probably, I'm not sure about desktop, easier. That's fine, but we're not doing that. So used to make it AngularJS development smoother. And about PHP and Laravel, I just JavaScript is the scripting language, and PHP as well. Like, kind of knew that, and to be honest, I just, before using that, I never thought I've ever in my life to use it. Why do I'm supposed to even know Node.js? Yeah, or I had some experience with the Python fast API. I made some small project, and why I'm supposed to use it? Yeah, and that. But he did it, and to be honest, it was pretty interesting. When I will gonna show some cases, some small project I did, and after that I tried to publish using the platform Vapor that Laravel provides. If you don't want to dive in with AWS, I did it and it published, but the problem is it's not hitting the correct request. I don't know why, no idea why. I just published, I tried to solve it, but not work. Probably next time I'm gonna kind of, in localhost it's working, of course. But in the production, no. So yeah, that's it. That's what I want to say. Why I'm just sticking to the topic. And to be honest, I want to share about a bit like first week of my new job is really, really hard because I didn't understand the whole concept of the project extension of the kernel, because it's already done and I have to deal with that and to give it like use it, understand, just make it one feature. Like how it's connected, and I just thought my first mistake was I just thought everything in backend is done. I just have to just implement it frontend, yeah, in Angular. Okay, whatever. And if it's too big, like it's too big. A lot of things are there, and I was just stuck in that and for a while. And after it just told me that, hey, you have to use something back and you have to jam to it. Like, really? Oh, I'm so stupid, yeah. And I just go back to backend. I try to talk to them again, to my team colleagues about that, how to implement, how can give tips about that and to give me. And I was using Postman to make a correct request. And in Angular, I just need to hit that specific request to enable to fetch data and show on the client side. Yeah, and to be honest, this week is getting better. I'm more confident with both of them. Not fully. I'm not like recreating the whole thing. No, I just small part, basically, because it's already done. Yeah, authentication, models, everything is done. I just have to add some extra code to enable to solve my problem that I'm looking for. And yeah, and that's it. To be honest, and I want to say about one thing again, that that's a lot of hate you're getting. Most people, most developers never tried, really. And I was the same. I just, people say, hey, don't use AngularJS, go for React. Just, okay, whatever, I will go React, etc. And I did the same. But it's really personal choice. And using whatever programming language you want to, whatever new framework you want to use, you can try that, make a small project and understand, do you like it or not? If you like, that's okay. If not, after like making project, make your solo project where you have to build on your own. Then you will understand that's what you want. Even though after one small project you did, you will understand if you like or not. Probably will not tell that because you're still kind of in your comfort zone using that specific framework or programming language you used to use and still using. But yeah, but as developers, you have to try some new, what's happening in the new tech world, because it's always evolving, changing, and especially in front-end, it always changes. Every year, every month comes out new front-end framework, like what the fuck? But yeah, that's pretty interesting, to be honest. And yeah, people tell that about the hate, like spread the hate about specific programming. But to be honest, maybe there are specific cases that the programming language doesn't do well compared to others, but most of the time it's not about programming language, it's about how database, how deployed, where it deployed, that's the thing it matters, and how tendency, internet tendency, oh my god, I'm so bad with the word, tendency is higher or lower, it matters as well. So Most, if you're building a game or something, yeah, I always recommend use C++ and C#, something like that in that case. So yeah, as you have to, you can build in Python, I guess, but don't do that. There's no such, maybe not a lot of made in the Python world, and there's no community. There's little community, I guess people do that. So don't do that. And going back to the topic of, at the end of the day, it matters what your team uses, yeah. And if your team uses that, and never be afraid to use it, trying something, even you hate or not. If at the end of you hate, you don't have to nothing. You can do nothing about that. It's just legacy code, yeah. You just have to continue to improve that and make it better. That's all. If you don't like it, probably you have to change your job, yeah, if you can. So that's my kind of message to everybody who's looking for. But right now, I'm probably gonna go dive into the project. I'm gonna show it a bit, and yeah. And to be honest, never stop learning. Yeah, I have to give it the end of the video, but yeah, whatever. It's not working. What? Ah, no, my bad. Yeah, just creating game and generate. Oh, you have to yes. It's basically like team generated thing that help you to generate team, which makes sense. It's not the Angular app. It's just Angular app. It's not Ionic. Yeah, that's small part of that. I don't know why I just opened the, yes, basic it is. It always shows you I got the API thing, and that was really easy to implement, and you see the whole page here. That's pretty amazing, to be honest. Yeah, and shows you about Doctor, like my new movie. Yeah, that's Ionic Angular. I don't know what else I need to say. It was, to be honest, easy because it's a small project. So that's pretty cool. So I like that. I had some issue to run the backend PHP with Laravel. I need to at first to run command npm run dev to enable to serve the data, the files, and after that I have to run backend PHP artisan serve, which enables to make it work the whole page. So basically, let's log in. I don't remember what kind of I used there. Just give me a second. Oh, come on. Another thing I had problem with Superbase is here one. The problem was that it went to the pause mode, which disconnects the database and everything. So that was sad. That's why I couldn't show it. Okay, whatever. Never serve it. And we go into dashboard then. It's nothing there. We go to polls. I already posted. As you see, machine. I'm learning Japanese, by the way. And let's write. I don't know how to say it. I can't bother. Which means good evening in Japanese. Post it. And as you see, I can like it, unlike it, delete it. My own post. But yeah, that was pretty it. It was easy to use everything in backend, to be honest, because there's no front-end for it. But yeah, it was really pretty fun to use it because everything, it's so easy to implement with everything in one place. But when you want to use others, something like React.js, etc., it's gonna be a bit complicated. Have to authenticate it. You have to use others. But here in everything in PHP Laravel, it's so easy to use. So yeah. Well, finally, it's the end of the video. Yeah. I guess I just wanted to make this video a bit not so long, to be honest. Yeah, but it always ended up being longer than I wanted to make. Marcus Brownlee was talking about that as well, that the video was like a couple of years ago, it was like 5, 10, right now 15, 20. Maybe there's a lot of things you can talk about, I guess. Yeah, and going back to the topic of being flexible to new challenges in your life, especially as a developer, software engineer, don't be worried about that. Yes, you never use, probably going to struggle for 2 weeks, but that's why you have trial in your job. That's in Germany, probably most of it's 1 month. And you see yourself, if you match the team, if you can do that, you're up to do it. To be honest, I had some doubt at the beginning of first day that I can do that, because I wasn't quite confident with the team. I didn't know them very well and how to communicate them and what kind of persons the people are. I'm still exploring, but as I'm growing and evolving as a developer, understanding more how to structure the whole app and learning a lot of stuff, which is going to help me a lot as a developer. I'm really excited to work and continue to continue to grow, and I'm using every opportunity to do that. If I ever do that, of course, it will be easier to stay in React.js and other framework that I'm familiar with, yes, but it's not. That's okay. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And just stick to that and continue to grow. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you feel. Like, the machine doesn't have any feeling, just code it, that's all. At the end of the day, all fundamentals are similar. Probably in C++, there are a lot of things you have to deal on your own. For example, memory. Oh my god, I always forget the name. Safety memory, memory stuff you have to deal on your own. So in module languages, which is Python, it's not modern. JavaScript, Flutter, why I'm saying Flutter, it's mobile. Probably, yeah, more Flutter, so I guess they don't have to deal with that. So yeah.